We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with some very intriguing news regarding a massive return that could potentially happen at the upcoming 2022 Royal Rumble pay-per-view, specifically during the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match. As we had touched upon in our previous video, there is a shocking rumor going around that Vince McMahon and WWE could be planning a massive Forbidden Door entrant or return for the Men's Royal Rumble match this year, with this whole Forbidden Door basically meaning that WWE are open to the idea of a wrestler from a rival promotion like Impact Wrestling or AEW making a special one-time kind of appearance in the Royal Rumble match, which not surprisingly got the entire wrestling community buzzing. And for good reason. This is a huge developing story, and if it is true, this is a truly huge step in WWE eventually working with some other wrestling companies in the future, with WWE already announcing that the current Impact Wrestling's Knockouts champion Mickie James will be a part of the Women's Royal Rumble match this year, which is sort of a cross-promotion between WWE and Impact Wrestling. Now the speculation is WWE will have a similar surprise for the Men's Royal Rumble match, and while some fans are sure that if this ends up happening, it will be an Impact Wrestling star being a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble match, like Moose for example, one of our sources revealed that there still is a chance, though slim, that this Forbidden Door entrant could be an AEW wrestler, and likely one that previously wrestled in WWE. And if that's the case, there are a lot of potential big returns, including the likes of Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, Rusev aka Miro, Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, and of course CM Punk as well. A new backstage rumor has revealed that Vince McMahon is wanted for CM Punk to make a special appearance in WWE despite working for AEW, and these reports of WWE having a Forbidden Door entrant could be Vince's way of getting CM Punk to make a special one-off kind of appearance in WWE in the Royal Rumble match this year. While that may seem doubtful given CM Punk's past relationship with WWE, considering this would only be a one-off kind of appearance for Punk in WWE, it's really not all that far-fetched in all honesty, if it was given the green light by AEW officials. However, this is just speculation at this point when it comes to CM Punk being the rumored Forbidden Door entrant in the Men's Royal Rumble match this year, and like we had mentioned before, if there was a wrestler from AEW making a special appearance or return in WWE during the Royal Rumble match, in all honesty, Chris Jericho seems like the most possible option, as Chris Jericho still does have a great relationship with WWE, hence why Jericho was allowed to appear on the WWE's Broken Skull Sessions podcast with Stone Cold Steve Austin last year, despite working for AEW. With that being said, who would you like to see as a Forbidden Door surprise entrant in the Men's Royal Rumble match this year? Would you be excited if this was revealed to be CM Punk? Or do you feel like CM Punk and WWE are still not at a place to be working together at this point, and that if it was anyone from AEW, Chris Jericho would be a much more possible scenario? Sound off in the comment section below. We now have some very noteworthy news and updates regarding the status of Nikki Bella in WWE, who, as some of you have likely heard by now, will be making her return to WWE during the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble match. Now apparently, Nikki Bella was a bit shocked or surprised that WWE announced her return for the Royal Rumble before the actual show, which sort of seemed like WWE ruined the whole surprise element of her return. But nonetheless, Nikki Bella is looking forward to making a comeback in WWE, and the real interesting news is that Nikki Bella has reportedly been cleared to work more matches in WWE than just the Royal Rumble, with one of our sources revealing that WWE could very well be planning a legit long-term return for Nikki Bella in the women's division going into WrestleMania 38, and not just a one-off kind of Royal Rumble return, which is the usual for the surprise entrants who leave WWE immediately following the Rumble match. It looks like Nikki Bella could be sticking around in WWE after the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and in your honest opinion, who would you be excited to see Nikki Bella feud with on Raw or SmackDown? And would a Nikki Bella match at WrestleMania this year be of any interest to you? Or do you feel like Nikki's WWE return should be a one and done kind of thing at the Royal Rumble? Let us know. There is a shocking new backstage rumor going around heading into the Royal Rumble 2022 pay-per-view event, regarding the scheduled Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And if these surprising new reports are true, the Royal Rumble will see a massive swerve that will change the landscape of WWE going into WrestleMania 38. According to one of our sources, the plan for WrestleMania 38 was to have Brock Lesnar defend a championship against Roman Reigns, with the original plan being that Brock Lesnar would have won the Universal title at Day 1, which Lesnar would have defended against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 38, and that Seth Rollins would have won the WWE Championship. But Roman Reigns being pulled from the show has completely changed the plans. A new backstage report has leaked that the plan WWE have in place is still to have Roman Reigns challenge Brock Lesnar for the Beast Incarnates Championship, but the title in which Roman will be challenging for has changed. The rumor indicates that WWE may be having Roman Reigns losing the Universal Championship to Seth Rollins at the 2022 Royal Rumble, with the Universal Championship then moving over to the Raw brand. And then Brock Lesnar would be retaining the WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley, with Brock Lesnar bringing over the WWE title to SmackDown after the Royal Rumble, with WWE basically switching the brand's world titles, with Roman Reigns then challenging for Brock Lesnar's WWE Championship at WrestleMania this year. Now, if these reports are true, that means that Roman Reigns' historic Universal title reign could sadly be coming to an end at the Royal Rumble, with Seth Rollins potentially winning the Universal Championship from Roman Reigns and then bringing over that title to the Raw brand. So overall, some very shocking news going into the Royal Rumble 2022 show. Now, Bayley has added fuel to the rumors that she is going to be returning to WWE as a surprise entrant in the Women's Royal Rumble match this year for 2022, because if you hadn't known, Bayley had responded to a post asking fans if Kayla Braxton should declare herself as being a part of the Women's Royal Rumble match, with Bayley basically responding by saying that if Kayla does enter the Royal Rumble match, she will definitely be returning during the match to eliminate Kayla Braxton. Now, of course, this is just friendly banter between Bayley and Kayla Braxton, but the rumors and news still indicate that WWE plan for Bayley to make her long-awaited return at the Royal Rumble later this month. And judging by the reaction from many fans on social media, when Bayley made this post teasing her return at the Royal Rumble, most are very happy that Bayley will be coming back to WWE very soon, and just in time for the true build-up to WrestleMania 38. So whether or not Bayley would go on to win the Royal Rumble match, she would still have plenty of time to get herself involved with a championship before WrestleMania, which is definitely good news.